6 a.m. Eastern. Welcome to the Eric Michaels Show. If you're new here, I do this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I answer your questions about sports cards, sports, business, whatever it might be. Tell me about your personal problems. I'll answer them. I don't care. But welcome, everybody. On Tuesdays, what I like to do is I like to just kind of buy cards in front of your guys' faces. I think that's one of the best ways to display value. Part of the reason I do this podcast is to give people a ton of value and give people the resource I wish I once had when I first started buying and selling sports cards. It fundamentally changed my life for the better. It allowed me to never have a job and go through college, never starving for money. And I was able to buy as many drinks as I wanted at the bar. And I want that for you as well. So that's part of the reason I do this. But I hope everybody's having a good one. Got some people in here. We're live on IG. So why don't we head right into buying some cards. Man, you guys see those Topps Chrome prices? It's crazy. It's freaking nuts. I had people, I don't know if you guys have ever set up, this is me venting real quick before I go into this. People will come up to at a card show. And for example, I don't buy things while they're up, right? I don't buy, there's certain things I just don't buy because I don't do that well with them. And someone will come up to me with like an out of 25 Topps Chrome Jaden Daniels second year auto. And they'll come up to me and they'll be like, hey, you want this card? I'm like, to be honest, I don't really buy that stuff. I'm not really buying Topps Chrome right now. And they'll push and they'll say, hey man, I'll give you a good deal. One just sold for $5,000. And in my head, I know it will never sustain that. That card's going to drop down probably like $1,500. But they'll be like, hey dude, I'll give you it for $4,000. One just sold for $5,000. They're doing that because they know no one else will buy it. And I tell them again, I'm like, hey, to be honest, I'm going to give you a really cheap offer. You don't want to take my offer. You might as well auction it on eBay. And then I double down, or they double down and say, come on, just give me an offer. Just give me an offer. I'm like, all right, you want an offer? $1,500. And then they get pissed. Like, what the hell? I'm like, I told you, man. I told you I don't want the card. It's going to drop down. And they get pissed and walk away. Happens all the time. It doesn't just happen with new products like Topps Chrome. Someone else will come up to me with something that's up a lot right now, like a car, like some random 2023, like all aces card of Ohtani. Not something I want to buy in the slightest way. Last sale, let's say, is $1,500, and they'll press you. They'll come up to your table and be like, "Hey, dude, how much will you give me for this? How much do you give me?" I don't really buy those types of cards. Come on, just give me an offer. The last one did $1,500. I'm gonna give you a cheap offer. Come on, I won't be insulted. All right, $900. What? Happens all the time. This is me venting because this happened a few times this weekend at a card show. Card ladder and market movers, they have different purposes, but for the most part, card ladders, your easy answers card ladder. But we're coming out with a new software that's going to replace both of them, and it's going to be sick, but probably not for another month and a half, 2 months. It won't be released till, I don't know if I'm going to release it to the public as well. It's another thing. But let's go into buying some stuff. Let's go on good old eBay. Look at all these eBay lives. It's crazy. Currency and coin. A lot of currency and coins. Interesting. Let's do my quick search and just see like what quarterbacks are ending. Come on. Where's my saved searches? Hold on a second. Did my saved searches get deleted? Aha, there you are. Saved searches. Let's just see what's ending in auction. I always like to snipe things on auction. Let's see. Let's do $200. One min bid count. What this does is it'll just show me cards with at least one bid because so many people will start their auctions at way too high. Kaboom, Lawrence. That's a nice card. Herbert, second year. I'll pass there. McCarthy, Bo Nix. He's going up. This card used to be below $500. Now it's not. Boy, Bo Nix is going up. Ooh, I like this. Oh, wait, I thought this was autographed. Never mind. I don't like it as much. I like to go after, like, the stuff you don't see that much. Liquid stuff, you don't see that much. This is a nice card of Caleb. Not really a big stained glass guy, but that's a nice card. Topps Chrome. Penix. Purple. Caleb. Caleb Silver. What? This is above $1,000? There's no way. There's no way that's above $1,000. Let me see. There's no way. Has his stuff jumped that much? This is insane. This is why you buy while it's cheap. Holy shit. Oh my god, look at this. It's going up. Wow, look at that. Only if there was someone on the internet that said buy this stuff while it's cheap. Caleb wasn't someone I was huge on. I thought his value was already kind of high, but Bo Nix I'm optimistic on. He's one of my guys, I should say. All this Topps Chrome stuff, meh. So much of it. Like, this is crazy. Like, I don't even know what this is. Some sort of insert ultraviolet. $900 of a second year guy. It's insane. This is literally insanity. Geometric. Oh, that's a cool card. Topps Chrome Caleb. Topps Chrome Bo Nix. Maybe it'll be like, oh, what's this? Oh, man, I wish this was. I might bid on this. This is going to end cheap. I might bid on that. I'm going to bid on this. Let's find out what this is worth. This is going to end stupid cheap because no one likes authentic. Let's see. 2021 Prism, Trevor Lawrence, gold. Trevor Lawrence, gold. Wow, it's an interesting. I usually don't buy authentic, but a gold Prism auto, I will. Let's see. Gold vinyl, PSA 8 at 6,000. Okay. Let's do 331. Let's see. BGS 9 did 6,000 in December. Let me see if his value's up or down since then. Let me see. Let's see what these are doing. Oh, nice. The last sale was 900. I bought one for way cheaper. Let's see. His value since 6,000. That was December. And now his value is worth like 15, 20% more, I'd say. But this is authentic. I'm going to bid on this. Your boy's going to bid. Your boy's going to bid a number that I will not show you guys. There we go. Sorry, I can't show you guys that because you wonderful people steal my cards, I've discovered. So I have to stop showing you guys what I bid, unfortunately. But I'll show you the cards I'm bidding on, just not the ones I'm Oh, wow. This is a sick card. Huh. Ah, the corners are dinged. Damn. Wow. Generous corner. All these corners are white, and Becky gave it 9 corners. It's usually a decent card to crack out in grade, but it's got to have better corners than that. And look at all this Topps Chrome stuff. This is insane. Oh, T-Law. Wow. This is a select. Let's see what this. I don't know why all this Trevor Lawrence is popping up. All these good cards. Select tie-dye auto. Which one is this? This is signatures. So it's signatures. Where are you, buddy? Nope, different card. What? It's actually better that there's no recent sales. No one's gonna know what it's worth. Is this the same card? It's him in a white jersey. Why can't I find this card? Where are you, buddy? White jersey, but that's not autographed. Is this it? Is that the same card? Yes, that is the same card. Let's look at all the graded sales. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I have this filtered by price, not date sold. It's probably part of the problem. So one did on September 11th did $800, but it seems like it was actually probably worth like $600. A Beckett 9.5. This is a PSA 1010, and his value from like before the season till now is a little bit more. So if a Beckett 9.5 is like, let's call it $600. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rip this card. I'm confident in this one. Let me bid on this. All right, got that bill. That's some good stuff ending. Good for you, Eric. You're finding some good stuff. How come you don't show us when I'm bidding? Because I used to, and then I discovered everybody started just bidding like a few dollars more than me, and I was losing all the bids. So I'm nice. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm buying, but I'm not that nice. So I'm gonna put in the effort here. I want to win the cards. As soon as I stopped showing everybody exactly what I was bidding, I started winning. But it was like a running joke in my head that every time I bid on a card on this podcast, I would never win, ever, ever, ever. And then I discovered a few students told me they bought cards that I showed them, and I put two and two together, and I was like, well, people are stealing my shit. So it's a nice card. No Huddle Purple, 2023 Prism, No Huddle Purple Stroud. PSA, are there any PSA 10 sales? PSA 9 did 314. PSA 10 did 700 in November. Let's see what he was worth in November. Probably, I'd imagine less than he is now, but I'm not sure. Stroud in November, he's worth a little bit more now. So, your boy is going to bid. Let's bid. Last card I'm going to bid on, then I'll take your guys' questions. I just like to show you guys me actually doing the thing and kind of how my brain operates a little bit. But I'm just buying all this stuff because it's down right now. It's cheap. All right, let me just get in that one last bid. And then, bang. Done. Sweet. Cool. All right, let's take in some callers. Wow, there's some good stuff on eBay. Sometimes I go on here and I don't buy much, but I was only looking at graded stuff to just hold and sell maybe at the National Card Show. But wow, I've been crushing it on some of this stuff. Like I bought a Jaden Daniels Topps Chrome Blue Auto at a card show for like, I think I paid $800. I had an offer at the last show I was at this weekend. It was at $1,100, but I said no. Some of this stuff's just up so much money. It's crazy. It's a good time. The hobby is alive, as they say. I think I've heard a few people say that. The hobby is alive. Let's share the phone number. There we go. 813-618-2075. If you have any questions, feel free to call in. There you go. We're getting the camera set up and the mic. If there are any questions, feel free to call in. What up, EM? Go Texans. Texans are going to be the best team in the league next year. I'm telling you. Pick 6 cards. T-Law. Sup, Eric? When is the selling time for football cards again? It depends on the cards you have, but generally July, August. So T-Law. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we got some callers. First one from Massachusetts. Here we go. Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
Good to hear. Big fan.
Thank you, man. What's your name?
My name's Quinn. I'm from Massachusetts.
Quinn, what's up, Quinn? How may I help you?
So we have a local card show. We set up. We vend at the LCS. Just quick flips, like $100 to $200 stuff.
Okay.
Are you getting into any like Pokemon specifically?
I buy Pokemon here and there. I'll buy vintage Pokemon a little bit and hold it. I know a lot of my students buy a lot of Pokemon. We have a few like coaches that are experts with Pokemon. To be honest, I'm not, but I don't like I buy cards more because my time is limited. I buy cards more already graded and hold them instead of grading. And because of that, mostly sports because I could predict the market very easily. But Pokemon, really the name of the game is to get that stuff graded, which I don't do all too much of. So not much, but a little bit.
All right, that's good to hear. And then another last question. Do you have any like tips for people that like vend at shows or
Sure. Small shows, big shows.
smaller or small?
So number one rule is I'd say sell it 90-95%. Don't be that guy over comps. Number two, get if people are selling to you and or buying from you and you can see they have decent stuff or they have a lot of money, get their phone numbers so you can do deals with them in the future. Number three is time the show, right? So let's say the national card shows in July, late July, August. I know some of these guys, some of these football guys are going to be really hot. So what am I doing right now? I'm buying these cards, I'm holding them. They're going to come out at that show. Better yet, if you're grading, time up your grading with card shows. So, let's say grading takes 2 months to come back to you. Buy now, get them back graded, bring them to the show, but time what is, what's going to be hot then is my like basic advice to you.
Okay, thank you. Have a great time.
Yeah, thanks, Quinn. All right, I think the queue's open after this caller. So,
Hello.
hey, you have Eric. You are live.
What's happening, dude?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
This is Sam out of Austin.
Sam. I used to live in Austin. I used to live in Lake Travis.
Yeah, dude. You told me about that pizza spot over in off of 620.
Yeah. Oh, what was it called again? The pizza.
Forget what you called it.
Oh,
Some pizza
yeah.
joint.
They got a great. If you
But
want a great, ask them for a chopped up buffalo ranch chicken salad. Amazing.
ooh, okay.
Amazing. Yeah. Make sure
That's what
they
I'm talking
fine
about.
chop it, dude. It's crazy good.
So, hey, so I called a little while back about a blue shimmer Ant Edwards out of 20 auto.
Yep.
I'm literally I'm 45 minutes away from Beckett location to go pick the card up.
Okay.
It got a 7.5 and a 10 auto.
Okay.
The 8.5 10 auto variation blue shimmer sold for 5,100.
Wait,
Do you
didn't
think that
didn't
the
didn't we
7?
think that card was gonna get a 10? Right?
No. I thought the autograph was going to get a 10, and I was hoping for an 8.5 because
Oh,
it had
okay.
the thumbprint imprint or the fingernail imprint
Yep.
on the card.
Got it.
Yeah. So they crushed me a little bit more than I thought. But 7.5 is it that drastic of a difference between the 8.5 on the variation price wise?
Yeah, 10-15%, I'd say.
Really? Even if it's the true rookie?
What do you like? It's not the variation you're saying?
Right. So my card is the true rookie, and the variation that I'm using as like a comp is an 8.5, and last sold at 5,100.
What hold on, let me look it up. I remember looking this up. Yeah, usually
Yeah,
usually the variation and regular sell kind of similar, but I
and
remember
that's what I was thinking. Because like for instance, that one sells for 51. Mine's a 7.5, so that I think it kind of counterbalances, right? So it's a positive that mine's the true rookie, but it's a negative that it's a 7.5. So does that kind of counteract and maybe sit around that 5K marker, or am I just looking at 4,500?
probably closer to 4,000.
It's closer to 4,000.
Yeah, it could go. I'd say like 42 to
Okay.
4,500 would be my guess. But
Okay.
it's the playoffs are on right now, and if he has a good night, it could
True.
auction for 5,300. If he goes 1 for 20 and has a bad game, it could go
True.
3,900. Right, that's kind of how the market goes. So, but I would say 5,000 would be a stretch.
Okay.
But
That's fair. I mean, I needed reality. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of sale. I mean, I could do some here. Let me Let me do some more like in-depth research. So the last sale was a PSA. Well, a PSA 9 just sold for 42.50.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so yours is definitely worth less than that. A PSA 9 is a strong grade on that card. So that would be your benchmark. Yours is the one of him. What's he doing in the picture?
His is more angled, so he's not shooting the basketball. I think he's dribbling the basketball.
Dribbling. Yep. Uh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I'd say like probably less than 4,000, but
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
that would be my guess if that PSA 9 did that. But once again, it's a crapshoot with this stuff.
Do you then, unfortunately, with it being a Beckett 10 auto, do you even consider cracking it? I mean, what do you? I mean,
Yeah, I'd probably crack it and sell it raw. No one likes the
okay,
7.5. The 10 auto doesn't mean much. All of his autographs are basically 10s. It doesn't do much.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Now, second thing, I have. Long story short, I worked a TCG show in Houston this past weekend, and it was bad. It just was not a good turnout. Right,
Yep.
90% TCG, and there was maybe 300 people that showed up the entire weekend.
That's kind of low.
Yeah, it's extremely low, but everyone packed up. I was like one of the few tables left. This kid walks in. I say kid. This guy walks in. Clearly looks like a Pokemon guy. And just kind of use your imagination.
Yep.
And walks up to me, and he has this 2008 Kobe X Fractor numbered at a 288.
Wow.
That's the iconic pose with him and LeBron James.
Yep.
Okay. It's raw. He pulled it back in '08 and kept it for that long. It's in perfect condition. The centering on from top to bottom is where it might get docked to a 9, but the surface, edges, and corners in the back is just perfect. I paid roughly $2K in Pokemon trade for it, and then $2K in cash. I feel like I absolutely stole this card, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna go send it off to PSA on the 7-day. What do you think they would charge on that? Is it like? Because I'm gonna do my own insured shipping, so I imagine that's like 200, right?
So yeah, so PSA 10 is like 14,000. PSA 8 is like 4,800. So even if yours gets a 9, I'm imagining. Are there any PSA 9 sales? Yeah, 9 did 7,500. So even a 9, you're probably gonna make a few $1,000s. And
Okay.
they'll charge you. So what I would do is let me just look. Let me look at the pricing. So I would send it in the Super Express because the card is worth less than $5,000 right now in their eyes. But the minute it gets a 9, so the Super Express is $300. If it gets a 9, they'll probably upcharge you another $300. And if it gets a 10, God bless your soul, they'll probably upcharge you like another 500-600, I guess.
So total like $1,500 if it hits a 10.
Total be
with insured shipping.
1,000, I think.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
1,000.
And that's kind of what I've budgeted. That's what when I was working the deal with the guy, I was like, listen, I'm at risk here. It's a really nice card, but also it's 18 years old. So I cushioned it enough to where I'm at least, somewhat of a break even if it eights, which I highly doubt that happens. But my next question to follow up on that though, if it tens,
yeah,
it's out of my league in speaking to vendors on moving. Like I can speak to people like 5 or lower because I kind of have inventory to be able to trade and do some cash inside type of thing. So I'm not so cash heavy in something. When I get into the 10,000, 15,000 up cards, how do you work deals? Because I know that's a way different mindset of how you're like cash heavy trades.
Yeah.
That's out of my league.
So do you want me to just Well, one, I think you're overthinking it. The people buy this
Okay.
shit like crazy. So there's tons of people that have $10,000 to spend on that card. Number two,
Okay.
the way I do it is if something usually is not the case, but if something is really hot, like usually a player that's playing right now, I'll actually auction it, and I can hook you up with someone at Golden Auctions that'll give you a good deal where they'll you could get most of the buyer's premium. But I probably wouldn't do that with that card. Like, so for example, I have a big Wembanyama gold select card. Wembanyama is really hot right now. I don't really want to sell it at a card show at like recent sales or do I want to let it rip and just let people go crazy because it's so hot. So I'll auction when it's really hot. But a card like that sells all the time. You'll get someone to pay you really strong. If it was mine, I would do some sort of half cash and half trade, or even full trade into what I'm looking to buy next. So, for
Okay.
example, right now, some guys I'm looking to buy. I know it sounds people are gonna think I'm stupid for saying this, but I would trade that card into a bunch of Trevor Lawrences and Jordan Loves and Strouds and stuff. I'm gonna buy with the cash anyways, but now because in a trade where you're trading a card like that, like a LeBron Kobe, for
Hmm.
Trevor Lawrence's and Jordan Love's, on the surface, you seem like an idiot because who would make that trade? And people
Yeah.
know that. But when you make that trade, number one, you're able to overvalue your card because your card is stronger than that. So
Yeah.
you're able to get like 16K trade value. And then also you could undervalue his cards a little bit just because your card is better. It's a more liquid, it's a
Yeah.
better card right now. So I would be looking into trading into that stuff, getting 16, 17K trade value out of it. And because you're going to buy the stuff with cash anyways, you might as well get in at a
Okay.
better deal and use the card to your advantage. So that's personally what I would do if it was mine.
Okay. So, all right. So you're not buying raw, or I'm sorry, you're not trading into raw to grade.
Mhm.
You're already buying these like graded essential
Yeah,
grails of these guys, right?
I wouldn't call it grails, but like a Jordan
Well,
Love
I mean, like an
contenders.
RPA of Trevor Lawrence is his grail card, essentially, right?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be looking to trade into that. I'd be looking to trade into like 5 to 10 cards, like maybe a Jordan Love contenders auto, and then
Okay.
a few random Trevor Lawrence prisms worth 500 to 1,000 each. I'm probably not trading to a Grail. I might, but probably not. And then trading
Okay.
that into raw cards, that's preferred, but it's probably not going to happen.
Gotcha. So when you say preferred, are we talking like, a Bo Nix manga or some, you know what I mean?
I
Like, are
would.
we talking that kind of caliber?
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be $300 cards to
Yeah.
grade, $3,000 cards to grade, but it's probably not going to happen. Like someone spending that type of money or has that type of availability to get a card like that probably doesn't have a lot of good raw cards sitting around. So it's probably not.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess when it gets to when you get to that level, consistency, because like that'd be essentially trading down and then hoping the market plays out in my favor, right?
Yeah.
How do I continue growing now that I'm out of that higher end market and I'm back into like multiple $3,000 cars? How do I get back into that next level?
There is no like
In my opinion, that it is, but not to say my opinion means anything, but like, gosh almighty, man, it's different when you're putting $8,000 cash on top of on something
yeah, I mean,
that,
I wouldn't say there is a next like the next level is making like the more money you make the better, right?
yeah,
So there's companies, right? There's companies that sell things for $250,000. But
Jesus,
Amazon, they sell things for $3 and $5 and $10. And Amazon's the biggest company in the world. So the goal is to make
fair,
as much money as
yeah,
possible, not having the biggest cards. Like I could easily go off and buy $25,000, $50,000 cards, but it's very rare you see me do that. And I usually stay in the ballpark of a few $1,000s, maybe five, $10,000, because those cards, one, I'm the best with for me. They work the best for me. And two, they're
hmm,
very liquid, but there's still tons of money to be made. I stay in that range on purpose. So you don't
okay,
really want to get into like that like 25, 50, $100,000 range. Like I have tons of cards in that range, but they're all to hold long term. Like those cards are hard to get, not a lot of
well,
margin.
that's
They sit for a while because not a lot of people could afford them. So I don't know if you want to get into that game.
Do I even want to consider trading this card because of the limitation? I mean, it's how limited it is, right? It's freaking Kobe and LeBron James' most iconic card.
If it was mine, I would. I mean, sure, the
You would
card's
hold
gonna.
it or trade it?
I would trade it. I would trade it
Okay.
because, like,
Okay.
it's all about opportunity cost, and I would rather, like, sure, can that card double by next year? It could. It might. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I would rather, and I'm more confident with my ability to look what's undervalued in the market right now and make 30, 40, 50% on my money in a few months. So, yeah,
Okay.
of course, Kobe and Jordan and LeBron are way better than Jordan Love. But I believe Kobe and LeBron, they're not really undervalued in the market. They just kind of go up with time. But I believe Jordan value is. It's a matter. I look at it. It's a matter of what's going to make me the most amount of money, not what card has the best players and what's the coolest or what's the hardest to get. So if it was mine, I would. But it just depends on your goals, right? If you're just looking to casually collect and hold things long term, then hold it. If
Yeah. It's just so much happened over in because it's only going to be like 7 days to grade that card, right? I'll get it at the end of this month or beginning of next month. And my whole goal was to get something like that card, but 2 years from now, right? So I fast forward everything by 2 years by getting this card.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to somebody that teaches people how to make money with cards, and I'm always going to give you the advice to make the most amount of money. And the most amount of money, in my opinion, is to flip and not hold things long term. And
Okay.
I only started holding things long term when I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash to spend. So
Got it.
I do have to hop to the next caller though because we have
Yep.
a huge queue. But
Appreciate it.
hopefully, does that help you out?
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Awesome. Yeah, keep me updated. Yeah, when it grades, hopefully it grades a 10. Call back in. I'm more than happy to give
For
you
sure.
advice. I might be able to hook you up with someone that'll buy it from you.
I bet. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, man. This guy's getting ball. Holy shit. It's a lot of callers now. Detroit, Michigan. We don't get a lot of Detroit. We don't get a lot of Detroit on this pod.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You are live.
Hello, Eric. Oh, no.
Hey, I could barely hear you.
I know. My bad.
It's
I'm already eating lunch. What's going on, man? I'm listening to you on the other phone.
Wait, I could still barely hear you. It
Can
sounds
you hear
like
me now?
a little bit.
Hold on. I'm out here in Detroit, man. I'm working.
I could hear that. But what's up, man? How can I help?
All right. Boom. Okay. I've been watching you for a long time and listening to you. I've been in the game for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to. I sold over like 3,500 cards and boxes of cards just in my time. And lately, I'm trying to regroup and redo it over. And remember, you said that $500 limit, or you want to start your business at 500. So I started over my cards again. Now I'm almost at 500. What should I do once I get to my 500? Because I want to keep. I just love the game so much.
Yeah, I'd say if you have $500 to spend, going to card shows is the fastest way to make money. You don't really have enough money to buy cards and get them graded, so I'd probably go to card shows and flip cards quickly, look in like the dollar boxes and just cheap cards you can just buy real quick, just sell on eBay. That'd probably be the fastest route to making money.
Okay. What about I got a Scarface Jordan card?
What year is it from?
Oh wow, what year? Oh goodness. Okay, I want to say 1990. I can't. It's an upper deck. It's like it's a motion picture card, and I think it's raw. It's going for like 400. I usually type in Michael Jordan Scarface, and it's the one where he's tugging on his shorts.
I see. I've actually never seen this card before. This is pretty sick.
Yeah, I got that, and I looked at it I'm going to send that to PSA. Think that's a good idea.
Is it in good condition?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I had that. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this since my first card I got was Carl Yastrzemski when I started back in '82.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's really bad though.
I would send that card to PSA.
Send it to PSA
Yep.
because I think I can get a 10 off of it.
Yep.
Just looking at it,
A 10's like $2,000. So
2 grand.
yep.
Yeah. Okay. What about the Jordan sticker I got? It's kind of. I had it for a long time. I had got it during that time. Like I bought it at 86, and I got stickers, and I put all the other stickers on my bed, but that one. And I kept that one, and I kept it before I had plastics, before they had top loaders.
Yeah.
But I somehow salvaged it, and it looks pretty decent. The corners look kind of okay or whatever, but the top two corners look fine.
Yeah, definitely
Think I
send that
should
to
send that
PS.
in?
Definitely. Even a
Definitely.
PSA 6 is like $1,200. So definitely send that
Right.
in.
Send that in. And then I like your method if you need the SGC way. I want to incorporate that method too.
Yeah, you definitely could. SGC does take a little bit longer now because PSA bought them, so it kind of screwed up.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
a little bit longer than it used to. So, but yeah, it definitely still works.
Jackson Dart, what you think about him? I got a club level pink. I just pulled it. Should I just go ahead and sell it raw?
How much is
It's
it?
It's not a number card.
Club level pink. Yeah, if it's worth like $50 raw, I'll grade it.
You're great. It looked like it's 20 to me, but
yeah, I probably wouldn't then. I'd probably just sell it raw.
Just sell it raw, right? That's what I was thinking. Even though I pulled it, but I was like, okay. And then the last thing was, because I'm at work, I really ain't supposed to be. But listen to you,
oh, I'm losing you, man.
Oh man.
Oh.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only got like 30 more seconds. We have a huge queue of callers, but what was the last thing you were gonna say?
Never mind. I got you. You set me up good. I shouldn't have been calling no. I'm trying to hide and stuff. But I'm on my job. But I got. I mean, I was on the right track. That's
okay.
All.
Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to hear you, but thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. I'm sorry if you're listening to this. Whoever was just calling, I was really hard to hear you. By the way, just call in once. I promise I'll get to you. Just call in one time is all it takes. I promise.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, what's up? Oh, wait, don't
Drew
tell. Drew. Oh, I forgot your
Jersey,
name. Drew, what's up, Drew? South Jersey.
Hey, I'll give you two quick questions. The first one I asked you before last year. It was about the money laundering in the card business, if that's artificially raising some of these prices and moving the market. This Dan the Card Man on YouTube's got some videos out on it now and give me a little more evidence to back some of my suspicions. I don't know if you've noticed this. He claims that there's people at the card shows coming in with hundreds of thousands in drug money and looking to launder it. I don't know if you have an opinion or you want to comment on that.
That's been going on in cards since I got in. But I wouldn't call it artificially raising the prices of money. Even though it's dirty money, it still is real money, and people are willing to spend it. And just because, I don't know if I should be saying this out loud, but if a drug dealer has $100,000 in cash and he's willing to buy your Jordan for $3,000, one, you don't know he sells drugs. Two, there's nothing wrong with it. He's still picking and choosing where to spend his money. So it's not artificially raising the prices. But yeah, cards has been
paying over comps, or if they're paying 100%, or if they're paying even more than it. And if you look at some of these auctions, like I've seen some very suspicious
that's
prices on some of these things.
Laundering money through cards has been, that's been a gold mine for people doing illegal things for a long time. But it's not, they're still choosing to put their money in cards rather than putting it in comic books or putting it in other cash places. So it's not artificially raising the prices. It's still real money. But yeah, that's been going on forever. Yeah.
You don't think there's any way it's going to hurt us or anything? It shouldn't hurt the market or anything?
No.
All right, cool. All right, I just wondering. And then my next question would be, I'm still hitting about not that great percentage. Get a lot of cards back, but do you have any advice on maybe the surfaces of cards? How I can better judge maybe the surfaces of cards?
Avoid cards with bad surfaces to begin with. So any cards with foily or shiny surfaces tend to have bad surfaces. But if you buy cards like discos or tops or mosaic, those like cards that look like I guess, bubbly is the best way to say it. They don't have screwed up surfaces a lot of the time. So shiny surface, chrome, like Topps chrome, Bowman chrome, have dimples and scratches and factory lines. So just avoid those cards.
Wow. Okay, that's because I knew like going on not to get the thick cards, not to get the RPAs and all that. So, but now, okay, that's like since what was it again? Not to get the foils and shit.
Yeah, if you see the word chrome, avoid it.
And what else?
Like silver prisms, but like the discos and mosaic, those cards are much easier to grade.
So I shouldn't buy any of that stuff to submit to grading the prisms or any of that.
Well, some prisms are easy to grade, like white disco, Jackson Dart. I think they grade like 50% of the time. So those you could, but silver prism, actually silver prism Jackson Darts have like a 47% gem rate when I checked last. So, but it's all give and take because sure those cards are shiny and they're harder to grade, but they sell for way more as a PSA 10. So it's just give and take, but you just lack the skill right now to be able to detect surface issues on cards. They're usually not that hard to see from pictures. So
like the dimples and all.
Yes, the dimples, the factory lines. You have to know where to look, what to look for.
All right, I'll let you go, but I don't want the chat to get mad at me. All right, get to the next.
Yeah, the chat's angry today.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, later, Drew. Oh, sorry, Drew. I hung up on you. I heard you in the last second. My bad. Chat's aggressive. We have an aggressive chat today. This is Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hello?
What's up, man? You have Eric. You are live.
I'm sorry, wrong number, brother.
Oh, okay. You called me, man. You called me, my guy. Dayton.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going? First time caller, so.
Oh, thanks,
we'll
man. What's your name?
Cole.
Cole
from Ohio.
Cole from Ohio. What's up, dude? How may I be at your service?
So I kind of got into selling on the side. I'm not really in the market, nor do I have the time for full-time card selling.
Yeah.
Hold on, honey, 1 second. So I was got on Whatnot, started selling a little bit, buying a little less than selling, but came across got lucky on a break for a 2021 Donruss Optic Vladdy Guerrero Jr. There's a lot here, I'm sorry, but Signature Series Pandora Red.
Okay.
It's a 1010, and it's the only one. It's Pop 1, so I'm just trying to figure out like how to market that, how to see what the value is on it.
So you're asking me what the card. So you're asking me what the card is worth.
Yes.
All right. So it's 2021 Optic. Did you look?
Say what?
Did you look yet?
I tried to, but I couldn't see. I couldn't find any other sales on any other of the less lower graded ones.
Is it autographed or no?
Yes, it's a Signature Series Pandora Red.
Red
DNA insert. Yeah.
Red Pandora.
Yes, sir.
And what's it, number 2?
Out of 8, and number 2.
It's worth about $30.
Oh wow, 10.
10. Oh, it's graded at 10.
Yeah, it's Pop 1. It's a 10. Yeah.
Oh, so it's probably like maybe close to 200. Like
Gotcha.
170 to 200, maybe.
Okay.
Could be 150. There's no sales, but in that range.
Gotcha. Okay, I just didn't know. That trying to figure out. I've not really dabbled into baseball too much, so I just got lucky on it. So
yeah, those cards
they'd be worth more or not.
Those cards don't do as strong because they're not licensed. Panini doesn't have the license, or back then did not have the license to print baseball cards. If you notice on the card, there's no Blue Jays logos or MLB logos anywhere, and because of that, people don't prefer it. So that's why it doesn't do as much as you probably think.
Oh yeah, no, I totally understand. I just didn't even know where to start, and I tried there for a while, but I couldn't find anything. So obviously, you know a little bit more than I do, so I figured I'd try calling in.
Yeah, well, hopefully I helped.
Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
All right, that was Dayton. And this is if you're going San Francisco. This is actually Fresno, not San Francisco. You old people know that song, right? Scott McKenzie or something.
Hey, this is
Right? Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey Eric, how you doing this morning?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
This is Ralph from California.
Ralph, what's up, dude? How can I be at your service?
2 or 3 quick questions. So the first one is, what's like your typical deadline? I know we want to sell football before the season starts. When you reference that, do you mean preseason? You're talking actual week 1?
No. Before the season starts. I sell all my football cards before that ball is kicked week 1.
Okay, I copy. So if we have some grades coming in that it's seeming like they're going to add up with week 1 or 2 of preseason, I shouldn't, I guess, worry too much about not being able to move them, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. I try to sell before preseason. It's not the end of the world. Shit could happen and someone can get injured, but sell before the actual season begins is my advice to you.
Copy. All right. And then my next question is, I know you're a little less in the raw to grade nowadays, but when you were doing that as your primary practice,
Yeah.
did you, I don't know, did you like look at the cards you received under a magnifying glass? And if you did, like what was like your setup for that?
No, I actually, like, in my absolute prime of grading cards, they would all actually go to Beckett, because Beckett before the pandemic was like the place to send cards, but they would all go to my buddy who lived 2 hours away from. This is actually fucking crazy, but so they would all go to my buddy who lived in Browning, Texas. That's 2 hours away from Dallas. Browning, I think it is. That's 2 hours away from Dallas. He would inspect the cards. He'd let me know if he thought it was in bad condition, but I would do heavy inspecting online before I would send it into him. He'd clean them. 95% of the cards I sent to him would be good. He would drive up to Beckett every Friday, drop them off. I used to send cards on a 1-day service. He would go in the morning, drop cards off. He'd go eat barbecue, hang around Dallas, and pick them up in the afternoon. It was $25.
Oh, kick ass.
Yeah. But the margins weren't as big. I'd buy a card for $300, sell it for like, $450, $500 once it graded a 9.5. But I would have someone else do it. But that's kind of the name of the game. Like, at least 1 out of 10 cards you probably are going to buy online, you're going to get in the mail, and it's going to be no good. So it's kind of just part of the game. Even no matter how good you are, there's going to be things you're going to miss. But that's what I would do.
Okay, and then he was probably just doing the basic, look them over with a little more detail, and then wipe them with the microfiber, penny sleeve them, put them in there, and just send them off.
Yep, that's exactly what he would do.
Okay, cool. And then the last one isn't really a question. I've noticed on the show lately, all the California guys calling in toward the tail end. So I said, I just want to speak up for the West Coast boys and say you need to start the show like 30 minutes or an hour later every now and then to help us out.
That sounds great in theory, except I have a company of 40 people, and I got to get going on the day. I pushed it as late as I possibly could because I had that thought in mind. But, come on, it's 7 a.m. You guys should be getting up, right?
That's real. All right, man. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Someone asked how my tennis match go yesterday. So I wouldn't say it's for pro rankings. So there's a system called UTR in tennis. It goes 1 to 16. Like, the best person in the world is 16. A 1 is someone terrible. D1 is probably like a 10. I think like 10, 11, I think. So I had no ranking. I didn't really know where I stood. Like a 6 is like a really good recreational player, maybe like D3 or like varsity high school, something like that. I played a 6.1. I kicked his ass. So now my ranking went up to a 7.24. I won 6-3, 6-2. So that's how that match went. It was pretty intense. So, like, when there's a number on the line and it's like ranked, like, you get like aggressive. And so was he. He was getting angry and yelling at himself and stuff. It's pretty funny. But yeah. Let's see. We got, who did I just call? That was Fresno, California. Yeah, you California guys, get up earlier, man. Get up, 7 a.m. I know you guys are probably high the night before, but smoke earlier.
Hello?
Oh, whoa. Hey, you got Eric, you're live?
Hey, Eric, how you doing, man?
What's up? Who's calling?
This is Romero from Midland. I called you about 2 months ago.
Hey, there's some heavy noise in the back. Is there any way to eliminate that?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Okay, I was walking. I'm at work.
So anyways, I called you 2 months ago. I had bought a Tedero McMillan Color Blast,
Okay.
and I don't know if you remember or not, but
Yep. I remember talking about the card.
well, I got my grade back, and we can just say it was less than thrilling. I got a 7.
That's not good.
No, and normally I wouldn't care. It's not a big deal, it's a bad thing. But the problem is, I don't know if you've ever ran across this. I bought it off of eBay. I had it directly shipped to PSA from eBay.
Yeah.
And so when I got the grade back, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I flipped the card over on the PSA reveal, and there's a big old white spot on the back of the card that was not there when I bought the card. And I don't know. I've already contacted PSA. I don't know. Have you ever ran across that?
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother contacting PSA. They're going to do nothing for you. They just get the card how it is and they grade it. They're not. If they screw up your card, they're more than likely to tell you. They're not here to risk their reputation. They make billions of dollars, so they get messages like that every single day. Like, why didn't my card grade? It didn't look like this. I wouldn't waste your time. You're gonna spend tons of time to get nowhere. But either A, you just missed it when you're looking at the pictures. B, the guy who you bought the card from photoshopped the picture, which does happen sometimes.
That's what I was thinking. I discovered, and I don't know if you've ever done this before. I discovered that if you mess around with, like, you're looking at a card on eBay, and if you take a picture of it, and then go into your phone, your camera. If you'll mess around with the color and kind of darken the back of the card, and kind of mess around with it, that you can see the color. Any markings like that you can't normally see from a picture. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it seems like it kind of works a little bit. Like paint discoloration on corners on dark cards, like something like that. I've kind of had a little bit of success of finding these cards that look good, and then you put that on there, and I see the markings now.
I have not done that. I've been pretty good with the naked eye, but that's not a bad idea.
That's true. That's not true. Yeah, because that's how I know the marking wasn't there. I did that, and that mark is not there. So that's probably what happened. I got photoshopped.
Yep.
Okay.
That will happen sometimes. It's happened to me a few times. So.
Well, it's cool, man. I appreciate it. I just was wondering if you ran across that or not, man. I appreciate you, everything you do.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh, damn. Hanging up on people on accident. Sorry. Let's see. Dayton called you. Massachusetts.
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric? You're live?
Hey, Eric. It's Joe from Dayton. I called you the other day, actually.
What's up, dude? How may I be?
Hey,
how may I help?
I got a question for you. I got an opportunity. You know those new Tecmo cards?
Yes.
I got an opportunity to buy a Joe Montana, and I can get it pretty cheap. I can get it for $250, which I could flip it raw like that, I think. But if I send it out, do you think I'd have time to send it out before the price drops on those? You think they're going to go down?
Oh, yeah. If I had a guess.
So you think I should hold off on buying this card, or you think I should buy it and try to just flip it raw?
What are the recent sales?
Oh, I think I looked the other day. I think they're around like 400, 350, 400, somewhere in there. The Joe Montana, it's got his double arms up.
Which one is it? The Tecmo, right?
Yeah, the Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl. Let me look here so I can give you good advice. Tecmo Bowl, Montana. Entertainment system card. I don't. Are there any? There's sales?
Yeah. I'm unfortunately driving right now. What I can do is I can send you a picture if you want to text me about the answer on it. But yeah, I didn't know if you thought they would come down, or if I'd have time to be able to get it graded. Is really what I was trying to figure out, how fast they're gonna plummet.
I see one. It's Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
It's both of his hands up.
Yep.
And there's a ref next to him.
Yes.
I see one sale that's $1,700.
So I should buy it, is what you're telling me?
Wait, something's off. Because you can get it for $250?
Yeah, it's I put a thing up on eBay buying cards, and dude offered it to me. Maybe it's fake. I haven't seen it in person yet. He's gonna meet me, so maybe once I look at it, it'll be fake cards.
Could be. Let me look at other sales. Yeah, Tecmo. I mean, they're gonna come down. All these Tecmo cards. It looks like they're short print insert type of cards,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you can get it for $250, I'd probably pay like $800-900 at most. It'll probably come down and settle at like, I don't know, 600, 500, 700, that range.
If I do buy it, do you think I should just flip it raw, or do you think I should send it out?
Huh. I would send it
I
out
think
very
If
fast.
it's in good condition.
Yeah,
Very
if
fast.
you could actually get that card for $250, which I don't believe, but if you could, and that guy actually has it, I
Yep.
would just grade it at the fastest level, like $300. Get it graded super fast and just sell it right away. Hopefully, of the first PSA 10, maybe it could sell for $5-6 grand.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Maybe not. It could be fake. Maybe he's messing with me, but hopefully he's not.
Yeah, I'd say 10% chance it's real, but hey, it's worth checking it out.
All right, I appreciate you.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Take bye.
Say. Let's see. Mr. Chad.
Hey, Eric, it's Chad.
What's up, Chad? What question do you have for me today?
You were right about Minnesota. It was hard to move a lot of lower end stuff, but the Hall of Fame stuff did move real well. So just word to your students, if you're going to travel to a town and bring all that hometown team stuff, it's got to be pretty rare
Yep.
for it to move. So, but yeah, just thanks again for the advice. And I didn't bring half the stuff because of what you said, and I'm glad I didn't because I would have had a lot more luggage.
I'm glad I saved you some time and some money.
Yeah. It was a big show, too. I don't know if you've ever been up to that one.
I have not.
About quarter the size of the National.
It's pretty big. Yeah, I was in New Jersey this past weekend at another pretty big show.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd give you a call and say thanks and take on.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Chad. Any future questions, just let your boy know.
All right, we'll do.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
And this will be the last caller. A lot of callers. Are you gonna answer? Are you gonna answer? No, you're not gonna answer. Well, that's a wrap for today. We'll be back live tomorrow. We do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully this gave you guys just a little bit of value and made your guys' lives just a little bit easier. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel.